Welcome to our class. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so for the first one, we are looking at discovering the variety of plants in nature, identify the parts of a plant, and describe the functions of roots. Okay, what do you notice about the cursor that I'm using here? Any of you notice? Okay. Yes, I'm using a lightsaber. All right. So I think let's change the normal one. Okay, an arrow. So let me highlight what we are looking at today. Discover the variety of plants in nature. So as you know, there are so many species of plants in the world today. All right. And then identify the parts of a plant in general. Okay, I know there are many species of plants, but in general, you should know what are some of the important parts. Oh, you want me to use back the lightsaber? Okay, fine. I see quite a number of you requesting, Mr. Lukman, use the lightsaber, what color should I choose? Okay, I think I'll choose the green one. All right. And lastly, describe the functions of roots. So for today's lesson, we are looking specifically at roots first. And then later on, as we move on in the next few weeks, we are looking at the other important parts of the plant system also. All right. Just to see if you can see my text on the Geniebook chat, let me send a sticker to everyone. Are you able to see? All right, so I hope that you had your breakfast. So maybe that's your breakfast drink, some hot Milo or Horlicks or Starbucks, like what some people mentioned, or tea or coffee, okay, whatever it is. So I hope you've had your breakfast drink and now you are fresh and ready for our lesson for today. All right, just a reminder, please no spamming. So if you spam, our moderator will place you in the waiting room. All right, let's move on. So as I've mentioned just now, there are so many species of plants in the world, and currently scientists estimate that there are about 400,000 species of plants that are currently recorded. Okay, currently recorded. That means scientists from all over the world, they written down, observe, taken pictures of them, okay, of all these species of plants that they have discovered. However, do you know that there are actually many more that are still left undiscovered? All right. In fact, do you know that every year 2,000 new plant species are discovered? Every single year, 2,000 new plant species are discovered. So I hope that we have budding scientists in our as our Geniebook students, so that one day in the future, when any of you will become scientists or botanists, okay, that means those who specialize in plants, you will discover some kind of plant and then the plant will be named after you. All right. Yes, even this year, Nur Unaisha. Yes, scientists have been discovering new plants every year. Oh, Naila want to be biologist. Who over here interested in plants? So you want to be like a botanist or a scientist, but specific to plants in the future. Wow, so many of you are interested. Okay, that's great. Or somebody say my mother is a botanist. Okay, right. Interesting. Botany for the win. Okay. All right. So yes, actually plants, right? It's not just the green plants that you see. There are plants with flowers, with no flowers. No, you learned all that under the diversity theme. So this is a continuation of it as we look through the main parts of the plant system. No, Sean, plants are not just green. There are many interesting plants with all different colors and so on. My mother's friend is a botanist, Brielle. Okay, interesting. Your mother's friend is a botanist, so maybe you can learn from her. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, now I want you to pay close attention to this slide. Okay, I will tell you why. Because after this slide, there will be a quiz where, or something like a game show or quiz, where only 3 students, okay, only 3 students will earn bonus points. Okay, 3 students will earn bonus points. So you pay very close attention to these slides. There are very important information here. Okay, so do you know your trees? So these trees are commonly found in Singapore. So for those students who are with us today who are not in Singapore or you are not Singaporeans, you might see some of these trees in your country. Maybe in Malaysia or Indonesia or Vietnam. All right, so you might see these trees because these trees are quite common basically in the Southeast Asian region. All right. Moderator, maybe can you help Isabel with her technical issue? Yeah, thank you. So the one of the most common tree that you see here is the rain tree, as you can see in our first picture. So who have seen rain tree before? And where have you seen it? Can you tell me in the Geniebook chat? So where have you seen this rain tree before? Where do you normally see it? Yes, Chia Ying say in the park, beside the reservoir, at the roadside, in the forest, botanic garden. Yes, correct. Yeah, quite a number say botanic garden, then some say East Coast Park. Correct. So this tree is actually very common in Singapore. You can see it almost basically anywhere. All right, basically anywhere. You go to any park, you go to the roadside, okay, you will see this common tree called the rain tree. So it has many branches, as you can see. So it's like an umbrella. And on certain days, the leaves that are wilting, right, or dying, it will fall like rain. So that's why it's called a rain tree. Okay, because it has quite a huge leaf cover on top. Okay, so this is the rain tree. Like I say, take note of the picture and also of the name because of the quiz after this slide. Next one, we have angsana. So take note, the name of this plant is just angsana, not angsana tree. Okay, just angsana. So angsana looks almost similar like the rain tree, but it is actually taller. So it doesn't look like an umbrella, but its leaf cover on top is quite thick also. All right. So yes, anyone here from Angsana Primary School? There's actually a primary school. That's what I was asking. Yes, Darius Tan say he's from Angsana Primary School. Anyone else? Marif Hartono also from Angsana Primary School. Alexis Chu, Charlotte Tan. Okay, so quite a number of you are from Angsana Primary School, right? So here you go. This is your Angsana tree. Okay, this is where your school's name actually comes from. And take note, like I mentioned just now, the name is only Angsana, not Angsana tree. All right, let's look at the next common tree that you'll see in Singapore. We have the sea almond. This one common, but it's not as common as angsana or rain tree. Who have seen this before? And if you have, where have you seen this sea almond tree before? Anyone? Where have you seen it before? Okay, yes. So some people, quite a number mentioned park or botanic garden, or somebody say near my house. Okay, so sea almond is not so common. That means you can't like see it everywhere at the roadside or at a footpath and so on. So it is actually more in parks. Okay, so if you go to parks, okay, anywhere, Pasir Ris Park, East Coast Park, West Coast Park, then our NEA, National Environment Agency, will actually plant these trees because it is quite unique and it looks very nice. It looks very nice for the scenery. All right. So again, take note of the name. Yes, Chia Chitan Pulau Ubin is counted also. Yes, I've seen this in Pulau Ubin and Pulau Tekong before. So, all right. So, the name is just sea almond. All right, sea almond. There's no tree. So take note. My teacher teach me this plant. Okay, all right. So some of you, your teacher might have taught you this plant before. Yes, Kelly Ang, it looks like an umbrella, but its leaves are not as thick. Its leaf cover is not as thick as the rain tree that I shown you earlier. So take note of the difference. All right, let's look at the next common tree that we can find in Singapore. This is quite unique. It's called the handkerchief tree. Who have seen this handkerchief tree before, and where have you normally seen it? See, now I can see some people already say, never. No, I've not seen it before, Mr. Man. Wow, it's quite rare. Yes. Okay, so this tree is commonly found at the roadside for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Okay, but the our National Environment Agency, NEA, they planted this handkerchief tree along the roadside. Can you guess from this picture, why do you think is it called handkerchief tree? Why? Does anyone know from this picture here? Nitin, you can see this on the top of your house. Okay. Yes, correct. The leaves, as you can see, the leaves, as it hangs, right, it has this certain shade of green, which is different from the main leaves inside the tree. Okay. So there are some of the leaves which is hanging outside. As you can see, the lighter green, it looks something like a handkerchief. And as the wind blows at the tree, right, the leaves will sway like a handkerchief, like the handkerchief cloth. So that's why it's called the handkerchief tree. So take note of the name. The name is handkerchief tree. Yes, Don, the leaves look like handkerchief tree, correct. Hello, John Lee. Do you just log in? Hui Kai, no, you can't get the handkerchief from here. No. Nitin, no, you can't use the leaf to blow your nose. To blow your nose up. It's just the name, okay? It's just the name because the leaves look like handkerchief. I saw it before. Okay, Chan Soming. All right. So take note now of the name handkerchief tree and take note of the spelling, because later on for the quiz, I am quite strict about your answer. All right, let's look at the next one. Another common tree. Glum. This tree's name is called glum. Now, who has heard of the name glum before? Like where have you heard this name before? Xavier, oh, correct. Kampong Glam, right? Do you know which area in Singapore is Kampong Glam? Cayman Yi, yeah, it sounds like a Malay word. Okay, yes. Where is Kampong Glam? Anyone know or not? Like which area? Is it near Orchard Road? Is it near Pasir Ris? Is it near Bugis? Shi Entan, yes. Just as I said Bugis, Ching Entan actually mentioned Bugis. Correct. So Kampong Glam area is actually near Bugis area. So if you walk towards Sultan Mosque, okay, so that's the Kampong Glam area. So why is it called Kampong Glam? It's because in the past, when there were kings ruling Singapore, okay, or Sultan, so the glam tree here is actually grown around that palace area. So the king loves this tree so much because it's beautiful to him. So that's why that area now is called Kampong Glam. Jovello, yeah, I know. Today's generation, I think very little of you actually live in Kampong before. Kampong Glam is near Paris. What? Chan Songming? No, Kampong Glam is not near Paris. All right. Is the king wife the Glam? No, Nitin. The king's wife is not called the Glam. It's the name of this tree. Okay, it's the name of this tree called Glam. So take note of the name. It is called Glam, and take note of the spelling. All right. So there's no tree here. It's just Glam, the name of this plant. All right. Let's look at the next one. I like this tree. It's called Casuarina. For those who have been with me for quite some time, what have I told you before? My life has something got to do with Casuarina. Who remembers? For those who have been with me quite some time. Yes, correct. Some of you remembered, right? I told you before that I have taught at Casuarina Primary School before. Yes, but now the school no more already. Okay, it has merged with another primary school. So these three, yes, some of you mentioned, has you can see it at the beach. Okay, so mostly it's at the beach. The leaf, right, looks like cotton like that. Okay, so as you can see from the picture, the leaves look like cotton. So it's a very nice looking tree beside the beach. You know, when you take picture, you will have a very nice scenery. Urantan, no, it's not a bad school. It's just that the number of students every year become lesser and lesser. So that's why two schools merged to become one. Yeah, for those who are not familiar with our Singapore primary school system. So if the number of students entering the school decreases, okay, we tend to merge the schools together. So the school that I taught in, Casuarina Primary School, have now merged together with Loyang Primary School. Yeah. So who over here, you are from Casuarina Primary School previously, or currently you are inside the Loyang Primary School and Casuarina Primary School merged together? Any one of you? Nobody? Okay, yeah, there are some. Jasper. Who's that? Katrina, is it? Yeah. Okay, so there are some of you who are from this school. Ian Lim. Okay, so that's why I like these three, because not only it looks very nice. Okay, it is at the usually you can find it at the beaches, but also because it has something got to do with my life. Okay, because I've taught in Casuarina Primary School before. All right, so are you ready for the quiz? Or you want me to play the video one more time, just so that you can remember the pictures and the names? Okay, I play the video one more time, so that you can remember the pictures and the names. Okay, so first picture here, as you can see, this is the rain tree. Rain tree. So for this plant, the name has the word tree. Okay, rain tree. And then next one, this is just angsana. Okay, so it's just angsana. All right, so this tree here is called angsana. And then the next plant, this is the sea almond. Sea almond. All right, so this is the sea almond. Wow, some students say, oh, I've written down the names today, like Nur Unaisha. Okay, yes, you can do that if you want, in case you can't remember. So go ahead, you can write it down. Okay, so this is sea almond. For those who can't hear me, can you check your volume setting, please? Because the rest of you can hear. Next one. This is our famous handkerchief tree. Very unique. Okay, handkerchief tree. Handkerchief tree. So take note, this plant here has the word tree inside it. And then the next one will be gelam. So for this plant, it's just gelam. Gelam. All right. Wow, Winston Tan even say he go and Google online for pictures and so on, then place it inside a Word document. Okay, up to you. You want to do so, you can. And then the next one. This is my favorite one, Casuarina. Casuarina. Okay, so here's how the game will go. Now, 3 trees will be shown. Okay, 3 trees will be shown. Only the fastest 3 students who can name the trees in the correct order from left to right. Okay, from left to right. And all the spelling is correct. No spelling errors. And then, you know, all the characters are correct. That means if there's a spacing in between, for example, like rain tree, there's a spacing, you must have the spacing, then it's counted. If got any error, it is not counted at all. All right. Sunishka, wait, hold on, not now, hold on. You don't know what's the picture yet. So, and this is for 20 bonus points. And my decision will be final. Okay, so you can't argue, say, oh, Mr. Luman, I type first and so on. Okay, don't worry, I will look through it carefully. If let's say I'm not able to catch your name, wherever you are, at the end of the lesson, I will look through again to confirm. Okay, then after that, you will earn your points. Not to worry, you will earn your points. All right, and it will be fair and square. So like I say, I'll be very strict with the spelling, with the if there's any spacing or not, and if the name of the plant has tree or not. Okay, TRE. All right. Yes, hold on. I'm only showing three pictures, three trees only, and it must be from left to right. From left to right. All right, are you ready, everyone? All hands ready on your keyboards, all hands ready on your keyboard, because you're going to type. Only the fastest 3 students, all right, I can see, wow, so many students already excited, waiting for this. Ready? I will show the hold on, okay. I will show the pictures in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. Only the fastest 3 students. The fastest 3 students. All right. Wow. Okay, so many. Okay. Okay, I already see about 3 students giving the correct answer already. Okay, stop. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, you can stop already. You can stop. So and then I see some people with wrong spelling and so on. Okay, so what I'll do is, because it will waste lesson time for me to look through again who's the one with the top 3. So not to worry. At the end of the lesson, I will discuss with the moderator, okay, who are the top 3 students who get correct, and the fastest one, and then you will earn the 20 points. All right, not to worry. So I will discuss with the moderator at the end of the lesson. All right, so congratulations first to the top 3, to the fastest 3 students. Because I don't know who is it yet. Later on, I will discuss with the moderator. Okay, so this one I can't say it now because it was too fast just now. The Geniebook chat was too fast. Okay, so I won't announce now. Okay, never mind. For those who didn't get the bonus points, don't worry. We have our bubble questions for you to earn your bubbles. Okay, this is as per normal. It's fair and square. All right. So everyone, if you just answer it correctly, you will get the points. Okay, so for the first bubble question here, basically this is a revision on the plant topic under the diversity theme. Okay, so you should know how to answer them. For the I think it will be the first 2 or first 3 bubble questions. Okay, so let's look at the first one here. We have 2 plants, bird nest fern and hibiscus. So how are they similar? All right, so how are they similar? And then these are the 4 statements. Okay, so for this one, I will start the timer in 3, 2, 1. So 10 bubbles for this. Let's see. Wow, so many people getting it correct. Well done, well done. Keep it up, keep it up. You have about 45 more seconds. Okay, half a minute more. Let's see. No, Uranta, this is not P1. You don't even learn science, okay? So definitely not P1 work. All right, few more seconds for those who are still thinking about it. Wow, so many people say easy. Sure not? Ahmad Kabir, no. Just now was the only bonus question for today's lesson, okay? Wow, NG easy, Shian Tan easy. Okay. All right, so let's look at the percentage. Okay, not bad. About 90% of you got it correct. So how are they similar? So you look at these 2 plants over here. There are leaves, right? So definitely, yes, they have leaves. They have flowers. You look at bird nest fern, there's no flower in the bird for the bird nest fern, but hibiscus, yes. So flowers here will be no. They reproduce from spores. Okay, so if you remember from the plant topic under diversity, if the if the plant has no flowers, it will reproduce from spores, but hibiscus has flowers, so it doesn't reproduce from spores, so this is incorrect. And finally, because both plants have leaves, so definitely can make their own food. So that's why the answer is A and B only, option 4. Any questions? Any question for this? No? All right. Second bubble question. Ready? So this is about this student here, Lydia. She has a pot of live orchid plant and a pot of artificial orchid plant. So what do you think, or which of these experiments over here is not the correct method to find out which is the real plant? So I will start the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay, Haley, my mother's name is Lydia. All right, yeah, Lydia is quite a common name. Okay, so let's see. Read the options very carefully. Read the options very carefully. Then which one of the following is not the correct method? So if you didn't read properly, you might make careless mistake. Wow, so fast, Lee and Lin already finished. Joyce, too easy. Mama Arik, so easy. PC11 too easy. Are you sure? I already see some people. No, Yu Shen Liu, Vera Lim. What happened? Lesson or Eason. Oh no, what happened? Genevieve also, Dion also. Okay, but still some of you say easy. All right. Those who get it correct, well done. Keep it up. Those who are still thinking about the answer, you only have 10 more seconds. Quickly log in your answer. Log in your answer now. All right. Oh no, what happened? The percentage of students who get it correct actually dropped a lot. From like 90% for our first question. Now second question, only about 50%. Only half of you get it correct. What happened? Okay, so let's take note of the important points first. Lydia is comparing a live plant and an artificial plant. All right, so live plant and an artificial plant, basically a real one and a fake one. All right, so which of the following is not the correct method? So we want the wrong method. Okay, we want the wrong method. Okay, to find out which one is the real plant. So option 1 says check both plants for wilting or dying leaves and or flowers. This one can, right? Because if it's a real plant, definitely there will be dying or wilting leaves on it or flowers also. All right, but the artificial plant will always have the fresh leaf and fresh flowers throughout. Okay, so that's why this is a correct method. So we cannot accept this. Okay, we want the wrong method. Remember, we want the wrong method. And the next one, count the number of leaves weekly for both plants over 2 months period. So this is like a normal scientific experiment that you will do, right? To check whether is it a live plant or fake plant or artificial plant. So definitely this is a correct method, but we don't want correct method. We want the wrong method. So that's why this is also out. Option 3, measure the height of both plants immediately. That means that right now, quickly go and measure the height. Then suddenly you know that, oh, the taller plant is the real plant. Does it work that way? Does it work that way? You measure both plants, then oh, the taller plant confirm is the real plant. No, right? We don't know which one is the real plant, which one is the artificial plant, just by measuring the height immediately. So this is a wrong method, and remember we want the wrong method, so that's why this is correct. But let's just look at option 4 just to confirm. Place them near the windowsill and observe their growth in height in a month. Okay, so again, another normal scientific experiment you will do to see whether is it able to grow in height or not. So of course, the live one will grow in height, even if it's like a few cm, it still grows. But the artificial one will never grow in height. All right, so this is the correct method, but we don't want correct method, so this is out. All right, so that's why the answer is option 3. Any questions for this? Okay, yes, some of you mentioned, like Tutsin mentioned, you can also feel the artificial one. Okay, it feels very like plasticky or like plastic. But do you know that there are some artificial plants, even when you feel, it feels so natural, it feels like it is alive, that it can trick you. All right, so yes, there are some high quality artificial plants. You can ask your parents about it. Okay, so yes, sometimes you have to do certain experiments to confirm that it is really artificial, or is it really live or a real one. Okay, next one. So today we are starting on parts of a plant, right? And for this topic, we are actually focusing on only 3 main parts. Okay, only on 3 main parts. I know some students will ask, Mr. Lukman, but isn't there like other parts like the flowers and fruits and so on? But those parts you've already learned in the plant topic under diversity team. Under the systems team, we will only focus on these 3 parts. Okay, so yeah, some of you are already answering the blanks over here. Okay, so we start from the top. The first part will be the leaves. You are correct. And the second part, yes, Emmanuel, correct. And Ong Shi Min, Isabel, okay. Rehan, all correct. So it's the stem. And lastly, the bottom part are the roots. Yes, you are correct. Well done, everyone. Yes, Jovel, Giselle, Tristan, all correct. Yes, Isabel, you are very smart. Well done. Yes, Lee and Lin. Wow, thanks for the advice. So what Lin mentioned is that those who get wrong, most likely is you rush through your answers, when you either write on paper or you type in the on the keyboard. Okay, yeah, possible. But sometimes you really don't know. All right, so that's why you learn during the lesson. So next bubble question. This one is pretty easy. So I will start the timer immediately now because it's quite easy. In 3, 2, 1. Which of the following forms part of the plant system? Okay, forms part of a plant system. So we have pot, soil, leaf, and the roots. Very simple. I hope 90% of you, at least 90% of you can get correct. Huh? So yes, Lee and Lin, easy. Claire, get correct. Well done. Skylar Tan, well done. Sir Yin, 0 seconds to click it. So fast. Yes, this is 10 bubbles. Yeah, this is 10 bubbles. Don't worry, there will be more difficult questions. In fact, question 2 just now was quite difficult. I remember I say only 50% of you got it correct. Dylan Teng, easy. If you can't see the button, can you refresh your screen quickly? You only have a few more seconds left. No, Wallace, I won't give a 1,000 bubble question. That's ridiculous. Okay, so all right, not bad. Like question 1 just now, so about 88, 89% of you got it correct. So this is pretty easy. We want parts of a plant system. So is the pot part of the plant system? The pot is just to hold the soil, right? Okay, so definitely no. And then is the soil part of the plant system? Also no. Okay, soil is where the roots are, but it's not part of the plant system. So this is also out. And I just went through just now, right? The 3 main parts that you'll be learning for this topic. So we have leaf, stem, and roots. But over here we have leaf and roots. So that's the correct ones. So therefore, the answer is C and D only, option 2. Yes, I know Zan, for some students, it's like very obvious, okay, but not for all. All right, let's look at the next one. Don't worry, this are all still warm-up questions for you to earn your bubbles. Then later on, I will give the more difficult ones. Refer to the diagram of a plant below. So this diagram here. So which part of the plant is usually found below the ground? I will start the timer in 3, 2, 1, start. This is very easy, in fact, and there's only 3 options. I shouldn't see anyone selecting option 4. Okay, do not waste your bubbles. You see, just as I said, now 2 students go and select option 4. There's no option 4 at all. How come you select option 4? There's only option 1, 2, or 3. All right, and I expect at least 90% of you getting this correct. Okay, so for those who are still thinking about answer, you have about half a minute more. Muhammad Arik, if your question keep blinking, quickly refresh your browser. Sinhui, too easy. Okay, well done. Chia Chi Tan, why 10 bubbles? Because this is like very easy. Okay, so that's why we need 10 bubbles. Wow, Jasper, well done. Ti Yong Seng, oh no, why? What happened? Okay, Lin, good. Okay, correct. Celeste Spoon, okay, well done. All right, so wow, okay, like almost 95% of you get it correct. Well done, So this is sort of a giveaway, it's just a warm up for you to to get to know this topic. Okay, so which of the following is usually found below the ground? Okay, so definitely, as you can see from this picture, right, we can see the leaf, we can see the stem, but we can't see the roots because it is buried in the soil or below the ground. So the answer is option 2, which is the roots. All right, any questions so far? Ask me what's a giveaway. Giveaway means like easy question for you to earn your bubbles. Okay. Liu Jiawen, don't worry, the difficult questions are coming. And like I said just now, question 2 is already difficult for some of you. In fact, for half of you. Okay. Don't worry, Lin. Okay, the difficult questions will come. All right, so now let's focus on the roots. So for today's lesson, we are focusing on the roots first. So what are the functions of the roots? Firstly, it is to hold the plant firmly to the soil. So this is very important for you to remember. So hold the plant firmly to the soil. So without the roots, plants can just topple very easily. Okay, because why? There's nothing to hold it firmly to the soil. So with the roots, it hold. Imagine this the soil, and then this the root. So it holds onto it firmly, so it cannot topple. All right. So that's the first important function of the roots. Secondly, oops, what happened? Okay. So secondly is to absorb water for the plant to survive. So plants, as you know, like any other living things, needs water to survive. That's one of the main substance, right? Living things need. So roots will help to absorb the water from the soil for the plant to survive. And I know some of you are already mentioning it, like Yi Chen Liu. Okay, so let me go to the third point, which is to absorb minerals for the plant to grow well. So some students might be wondering, Mr. Luqman, what are minerals actually? Then how does it help plants to grow well? Okay, so basically minerals are nutrients. Okay, nutrients are good good substances basically for the plants to grow well, just like vitamins for us. So vitamin A, B, C, D, and so on is good for us, right? So that's why we eat healthy food. So same goes for plants. For it to grow well, to grow healthily, so it needs minerals or mineral salts. Okay, some of you mentioned, so is it the same as mineral salts? Yes, minerals or mineral salts are the same thing. But you cannot say root absorbs salts for the plant to grow well. If you just say salts, that is incorrect. Okay, so you must say minerals or mineral salts. Both of these are acceptable. Elisa asked, good question. Isn't water... Okay, there's this student keep spamming. Moderator, please take note. Regan Lim, warning to you. So please stop spamming. Thank you. All right, so Elisa asked, isn't water part of minerals? It's actually the other way around, Elisa. Minerals are actually part of the water because the minerals are absorbed, dissolved. Okay, the minerals are dissolved inside water. All right, just like, sugar or salt, you can dissolve inside water. So minerals are dissolved inside water. So it's absorbed at the same time, actually. But why do I separate them? Because I want you to know the purpose for each substance. So for water, it is for the plants to survive, just like any other living thing. But minerals is not for the plant to survive. It's actually for the plant to grow well or to grow healthily. So even if there are no minerals, or no mineral salts, the plant still can grow. Okay, take note. Even without minerals or mineral salts, the plant still can grow. But it's just that it cannot grow healthily. Okay. Oh, no worries, Elisa. Any other questions besides like Elisa's question just now? Yeah, you better ask now if you have any questions about roots. Okay, yes, good question by Egan Lim. He asked, can we give plants fertilizer? So fertilizer are actually also a type of minerals for the plants. And it is for certain specific minerals that the plant needs. Okay, because as you know, there are many types of plants, right? So some plants require a certain type of minerals, which the scientists have already researched. So if you require that certain type of minerals, so go ahead, go and buy that fertilizer that has that minerals, and it will be absorbed by the roots. Okay, then Yi Chen Liu asked, where are minerals found? So minerals are found naturally everywhere in soil, okay, in the ground. But minerals can also be not created, but like concocted, okay, by the scientists. Okay, they can be made by the scientists because, like I said just now, certain plants require specific minerals. How many? Okay, Shazwin, good question. How many variety of roots are there? I will go through in the next slide. Okay, so yes, keep that question in mind. Eggshells, good fertilizer. Yes, Zan, eggshells are actually good fertilizer. They have certain minerals in them. And also some people ask whether, okay, I don't want to say the word, the excrements that come up from us, we learn from the digestive system, right? The excrements that come out, the waste materials that come out from our body or from the animal's body, yes, they are also good fertilizer for plants. Okay. Chita, why you want to do that? Yes, Darren, Jovel, you know what I'm talking about, huh? Yes. Okay, so any further question about roots? Yes, no, Unaisha, but I won't say the word like I said just now. I will say it as waste materials or excrements. All right. Let's look at the next slide. So now interesting facts about roots. So just now someone asked about the variety of roots, right? Okay, so here's where I will go through about it. Okay, so roots of most plants are buried in the soil. Okay, most plants have their roots buried in the soil, but there are some roots that are actually above the soil and they are called aerial roots. Now, where some people like Siswan already mentioned, like where you can find aerial roots. Yes, good. Where can you find aerial roots usually? Okay, good. So you can usually find aerial roots in swamps. Oh, wait, low battery. Hold on. Okay, in swampy places where the soil is usually very soft and it easily sinks. Okay, so that's where you see the aerial roots above the ground. All right, so very good for those who managed to see it. All right, let's look at the next one. And do you know that most roots work best with the help of fungi? So you've learned about fungi from the diversity team under the fungi topic, right? Under the diversity team. So actually roots work best with fungi. Any of you know why or not? It has something got to do with the minerals again. Every time has something got to do with the minerals. Okay. So yes, Yichen Liu, correct. This one also correct. So fungi actually, remember it works like a decomposer, right? So it helps to attract all the fertilizer together and so on. And inside this fertilizer, there are minerals, which is again helpful for the plants to grow healthily. So that's why roots work best with fungi. So usually at the roots, you will see some mushroom or some other fungi growing close to the roots. All right. The next one. Some roots are very strong and go very deep into the ground. Okay, so such as this one over here in this picture, as you can see, the roots is so strong it can destroy big stones along the way. So you can see this crack in between here, right? That is actually the work of the roots. It can split the rock into half. Who have seen this kind of effect before, where the roots are able to split the rock into half? Chloe, Nguyen, Michelle, Dominic, yes, right? And where do you usually see it? If in Singapore's context, right? Where do you usually see it? These cracks by the roots. Does anyone know? Correct. So yes, Tegan Lam, No Naisha, okay, and so on. So usually it's at like footpath or cycling path or even on the roads. Okay, so once the road crack, actually it's quite dangerous for vehicle, but and they will repair it. But usually for footpaths, it takes quite some time to repair because it's not so dangerous because if you walk, you can just walk over it, no problem, right? But it's quite common to see it at footpath, okay, where the concrete actually cracks because of the roots of the trees beside it. Okay, good observation by some of you. So as you walk around the park or you walk around your estate area, go and keep a lookout for all this. Very interesting to see all this. Okay. Yes, Sichuan, thanks for that facts. Okay, thanks. All right. Yes, there'll be more bubble question, Crizel. Don't worry, it's coming soon. Okay, then there's also this type of fruits where we can actually eat it. Okay, we can actually eat certain types of fruits. So we call them edible roots. Now, who knows what's this first edible root that I'm showing here? Yes, Ethan Liu, correct. Who's that? Is it Marvin? Yes. Okay, so now don't be confused. This is not the potato. This is actually the sweet potato. Okay, this is sweet potato. And the thing is, some people get confused because they think that, oh, sweet potato is an edible root. That means the potato is an edible root also. Potatoes are not roots. Potatoes are actually the stem. Okay, but sweet potato is an edible root. So something for you to take note of. But it's not in your syllabus, but it's just good to know. So I repeat, sweet potato actually are the edible roots, but potatoes are actually underground stems. So there are two different things. Okay, there are two different things. Take note of that. Okay, then the next one we have. Okay, very simple. What's this? Yes, correct. These the carrots. So carrots are actually underground edible roots also. Right? So that's why if you see those cartoon, when they pluck out the roots, right? And then there's the carrots dangling there because carrots are actually roots. And then this one, the next one is a bit difficult. Let's see. Anyone knows what's this edible root here? Okay, some of you is going too fast. I can't read your name, but yes, some of you managed to catch it or managed to guess correctly. So this is a turnip. Okay, this is a turnip. This is not radish. Quite a number of you mentioned radish or beetroot. No, this is turnip. Okay, so yes, Donly, this is turnip. All right. So these are some of the edible roots that you can eat. Okay. Yes, I know some of you have been waiting. Now comes the bubble questions. Okay, more bubble questions. All right, so the first few questions will be about the function of the roots that I've gone through already just now. And then the last few questions will be the more difficult ones. In fact, this one also is quite difficult if you didn't read properly. So I will start the timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Read the statements carefully. Do not rush through. Do not rush through. Read A, B, C, and D carefully. And then see which one of those is the function of the roots. Okay, the function of the roots. Okay. Wow, Edina, Yi Chen Liu, so easy. No, Naisha, well done. Very easy. Sam. All right, don't know Hugh. Good. Lin. Okay, good, good. Talia, easy peasy. Ryan Lim, what happened? No. Okay, Kira Kwa. Okay, good for you. You're P4, so you should know this. Yes. Skylar Tan. So hard. Are you sure it's so hard? It's not. Okay, for those who are still thinking about the answer, quickly lock it in. You only have about 10 more seconds. Okay, you only have about 10 more seconds. Muhammad Arik, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. Jason Wong is too easy. Are you sure? Okay. All right, let's look at the percentage. Okay. Not so good. About 60% only who got it correct. I expected more because so many people say easy. So let's look at the question quickly. So we have the function of the roots here as the keyword. The first option says anchors the plant firmly in the ground. So yes, that is correct, right? It supports the plant. This part here, I purposely put this option here because quite a number of students will think that's one of the functions. Support the plant to stand upright sturdily. No. This is actually which part? Can anyone tell me? This is actually not the roots, but this is the stem. Yes, Gavin Gunawan, correct. This is actually the stem. So therefore, this is incorrect. And then it spreads out underground to absorb water and minerals. Yes, right. I mentioned just now, right? Some roots can go so deep in the ground. So that is correct. And it carries, this one also another tricky one. Carries water and minerals from the soil to all parts of the plant. So again, yeah, so many of you, Dominic, Elihu, okay, Evangeline all say. So this is not the work of the roots, but this again, the stem, all right? Which I haven't taught you yet. So that's why it's not the answer. So this is incorrect. So that's why the answer is A and C. So it is option 3. Okay, A and C only. All right, let's look at the next bubble question. Okay, this is a 2-page question. So 2-page question, please take note. Right, so diagram below shows 2 different types of roots. So we have roots of plant A looking like that and roots of plant B looking like as so. Okay, and then Andy and his friends found that it is more difficult to pull out plant B than plant A. Okay, more difficult to pull out plant B than plant A. They come up with a list of possible reasons as to why plant B is more difficult to pull out than plant A. Okay? Can let me show you the next page for this slide. Okay, so they come up with a list of possible reasons as to why plant B is more difficult to pull out than plant A. So this is the list of reasons. Andy say plant B has a stronger stem. Bala say roots of plant B grows deeper into the ground. Kathy say roots of plant B takes in more water. So it is about why plant B is more difficult to pull out than plant A. So based on the diagram above and from the previous slide and from their statements here, whose statement do you think is or are correct? I will start the timer right now. All right, let's see. This is very tricky. Let's see who can get this correct. Elihu, are you sure this is easy? Yulia, well done. Okay, Skylar, good. Ayas, well done. Don't know Hugh. Good, good. Steffi Lin. Chloe, well done. Got correct again, Willing Chong. Okay, well done. Good for you. Those who are still thinking about it, log in your answer. You have about 50 more seconds. For this question, I give a bit more time. So let me show again the previous slide first. So came up with list of possible reasons why plant B is more difficult to pull out than plant A. And then the question is, whose statement is correct? So this is for 15 bubbles. 15 bubbles. I increase the amount. Yes, Sam, don't worry, we'll have time. Okay, we'll have time for the bubble questions. Muhammad Arik, okay, good. No, Skylatan. There will be 2 more questions. There will be 2 more questions, not to worry. All right, a few more seconds left. Quickly log in your answers. Okay, so those who get correct, congratulations. But for those who didn't, now remember it's about which plant is more difficult to pull out, right? So Andy says stronger stem, nothing got to do with it. Bala say the root of plant B grows deeper into the ground. So yes, it has something got to do with it. That's why it's difficult to pull out. And then Katie say roots of plant B take in more water. So Katie's one is the tricky one. That's where some students were like, it sounds correct. Okay, but actually it has nothing got to do with pulling out the roots, pulling out the roots from the soil. Okay, so that's why this is out. So only Bala is correct. So that is the answer. Okay. Okay, don't fall asleep like baby Yoda here. We have 2 more questions. Ready? Next one. All right, so read very carefully. And I'll start the timer right now. Jovel, why are you scared? I know the answer, but I was scared. What do you mean? Why are you scared? Yes, Jacqueline Barwick. Bala is smart. Yes. Don't know you, so easy. Kate also. Wow, so fast. No, this is not giveaway. I don't know you because you have to read the question carefully and then you have to read the options carefully also. So it's not that easy. No, Unaisha. Oh no, what happened? Okay, those who get correct, congratulations. Okay, so Beatrice, Thierry, well done. Good. Amber, oh no. Okay, what happened? Ava Chai also. Okay, those who can stay back, just stay back for 1 more question after this. This one I will quickly go through. Then after there will be 1 more question. Then I'll end the lesson. Okay. This is for 15 bubbles. This is for 15 bubbles. Okay, so few more seconds and time's up. All right, so over here we are cutting off part E, which is the soil. Okay, which is the soil. Sorry, not the soil, the roots. Okay, so we are cutting off the roots. So therefore, the part of the stem is then buried in the soil. So now the plant is not able to absorb any more minerals. Okay, it won't die immediately. It is still able to reproduce, okay, because there's still the flowers and the fruits, and it will still grow upwards because of the stem. It's just that now it cannot absorb any more minerals. Okay, so the answer is option 4. And finally, last question. All right. So let's look at our last question here. This one is very difficult. Let's see. I'll start the timer now. Read the options very carefully. Sam, please do not spam. Thank you. Moderator, please take note. Thank you. All right. So once you've done answering this, if you need to leave, you can leave. But if you want to stay back for a while, if you have any questions to ask, you can stay back. Okay. 30 more seconds left. Jason Wong, please stop spamming. Thank you. Moderator, please take note. Yeah, those who need to leave, you already answered the question. You get it correct. Okay, well done. Congratulations. You can move. You can go off already. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, those who need to leave, bye-bye. Mama Ari again, easy peasy. Yes, Douglas, like I mentioned just now, if you need to leave, you can leave first, okay? But if you can stay back, I will explain this question for a short while, and then I will end the lesson. Okay, so the root hairs over here is basically not to scare the insects away. Okay, it's not about that. And it's not about helping the plant to stand firmly on the ground, because the root hairs are very soft. It's like our hair. Okay, so it doesn't help in that. It's the main roots actually. It's not about trapping dust to prevent the dust from entering, but it's basically to increase the surface area. Okay, increase the surface area so that more water can be absorbed. All right, so if you have these tiny roots, it will actually increase the surface area. So again, this is additional thing for you to know. If you know, then good for you. Okay, so I hope you learn something over here from our lesson. Okay, so to end our lesson, basically for today, what we have learned is the variety of plants in nature, all the different trees, right, that I've gone through with you. And then the parts of plant, the three main parts that you are learning for this topic, and the function of roots. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can stay back for a short while. If you don't have, you can leave now. All right. Okay, I'll see you all next week. Bye.